Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second hour and a quarter of King Arthur Pendragon, week number 3. We're still in year 45, the adventure of the Lord's horses. So we've just walked into this castle where this lord was keeping Nidian captive as a horse. Yeah. So. I think there's probably the Lord is inside in the greeting hall of this castle, and he throws open his arms and he says, "My boy, you've come back. Welcome back to my home, and welcome to your friends as well. Hearty young lads are you all. You must be weary from travel. You look dirty from the road. Can I lend you rooms, hot water for your baths?"
Indeed.
"Yes, follow me." And he leads you, each of you, he leads to a sumptuously decorated room. It's got its own bed. It's a soft goose down feather bed mattress with thick blankets of wool. There are tapestries hanging on the wall that are rich and finely embroidered. The room is warm. There are fires roaring in each fireplace to welcome you. There's a steaming tub, a brass tub of water filled in front of the fireplace, steaming and ready for each of you. It's almost as if he was expecting you.
Great. I'm gonna take my shirt off.
Yeah, nice.
I don't.
I don't use any of it.
Yeah,
Ivan finds a corner to stand in.
nice. You just don't touch anything?
He is incredibly suspicious.
We're all in separate rooms?
Yes.
All right. Don't tell me you declined the hospitality.
I think
have to.
Ivan's suspicion is definitely at play here.
I literally have to.
It is one of their primary traits. Is your suspicious now 16? Did it go up?
I think it did.
I don't remember,
Wait,
but
I'm not
it's
sure.
it's on tap. It's either 14 or 15 according to the notes that I have, but it might have gone up. Weird. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Would I have a question? I'm not sure if Nidian would ultimately succumb to the hospitalities, or and being trusting of the word of this lord, or if my own honor and fear or of that a trap may be a foot, a suspicion.
Yeah. It really would be up to your suspicious. So you're more trusting than suspicious,
I am.
By slightly, very slightly. You certainly have cause in this case to not trust.
Yeah, I have cause. I'm not going to trust it. I'm going with not trusting it.
Okay,
Yeah.
you also standing in the corner of your room, just not touching anything.
I don't like this.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I guess we see a shot of Herethric just like blowing bubbles under the water of his
That's right.
of his bathtub.
Yeah.
Lets his
Kinda
hair
like a
out of his
rubber
brain.
ducky.
Yeah, hair's all floating around him in the water. And
Yeah. Very nice. It is
his pectoral muscles like 2 tropical islands.
sensual. It's a real Geralt moment in the bathtub there. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's so relaxing. It feels great. You've never been treated like this before, Herethric. Not by your lord, and you haven't attained knighthood. You're not yet of a level to be met like this anywhere else. So this is like the first time that you had this kind of luxury at your service. There's a tray of like fruits and small pastries or something nearby for you to partake in if you want. He tells you all that dinner will be served at sundown, and that he's fixing a feast for the evening's festivities.
Do I see that he's setting up enough food for 14 other people?
Are you gonna try to like slip out of your room and go try to find the
absolutely
kitchen?
I slip out of my room and stroll the halls, specifically to the Great Hall. Or
Yeah,
feasting hall,
yeah,
whatever it's
absolutely.
called.
Give me a dexterity check, and let's see how silent you can be. Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't even looked at it.
Not at all.
Yeah. So you go
Probably asking
wandering.
Do a state of
dining hall is.
Yeah, you go wandering through the halls, and the man is setting out place settings as you walk in, and he looks up and he says, "Ah, my lad, you've returned. It's good that you know where your loyalties lie. I am proud to have you back, my child."
Yeah. I will say yes. It is good to know where my loyalties lie, but not mean to him.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna double meaning this here when I say that,
Sure.
like back to him in a very disingenuous way.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is the core part of being a knight is to know where your loyalties lie.
He nods and smiles and says, "I'm glad you've returned. Tell me, lad, was it one of my daughters who caught your eye?"
No, it is not one of your daughters.
"One of my sons, then."
Well
Yeah,
played,
he says it's completely straight. Yeah.
No, I believe it was not a cordial relationship that brought me back.
Very well. I understand. When I was a young lad and I served my lord and with all of my heart and all of my strength, it was truly something special. Very well, lad. Listen, there are a number of dishes in the kitchen that have been prepared. Would you be so kind as to help me bring them out and set the table for our guests?
Absolutely, but I was hoping to ask you a quick question.
Of course, lad. Anything.
Why? Why all of this?
What mean you? Is it not a lord's responsibility to take care and look after his subjects?
I don't want to like break the facade.
Yeah.
I think I'm afraid to confront him.
Yeah.
I say, you know what? Never mind. Point me to the way of the kitchen. Let me help.
Yeah, he leads you off through a doorway into a large kitchen where there's roaring fires and bubbling cook pots and roasting.
Such a coward.
Yeah, roasting everything. You are definitely very cowardly compared to everything else. Yeah, and you carry out a number of excellent looking dishes and you place them around the table. So after a while, do you just like sit making chit chat with the Lord? Is that what's happening? Or are you going back? He comments on your appearance and he says, "Lad, you're unwashed and undressed. Go and take advantage of my hospitality. Clean yourself up for our evening festivities."
With all due respect, I like my style the way it is right now. I feel quite refreshed, but I do appreciate your hospitality in a way.
Wretch.
Yeah, his face darkens just a little bit at your demurrament.
Yeah.
And he says, "Lad, you're not in a fitting state for feasting with a lord. Go, clean yourself."
Very well. I say, not intending to clean myself, but intending to leave this conversation and actually go find Rethric.
Okay, yeah. I think you knock on Hrethrick's door and you hear a slosh of water.
Well, can Rethric be contemplating his fate here? Can he be thinking about it, the Saxon tales his grandmother told him and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I'm curious if I can angle into a folklore test here to see if Rethric can, get any kind of recall, or if he's heard a tale, or just any kind of clue or hint as to what the hell he's got himself into.
Yeah, no, this is actually closer to Saxon lands than Salisbury is. Yeah. And so probably you may have heard more tales of something like this than Ivan might have. So go ahead and give me a folklore test.
Is that a folklore with a bonus or just a regular folklore?
I think just regular folklore. It's still pretty strange and out there.
All right, all right. Well, my folklore is pretty bad, but
Oh shit! Check it out.
Nice. Got it.
Nice. Yeah. So what were you looking to find out here?
well, so Herethric. So I'm thinking about the sagas, which haven't been put to paper yet, right? But they're passed down oral traditions, right? So, the like the good Viking is shown up in the evil lord's hall. Like, what's the etiquette there? Like, what is the what am I how much of the laws of hospitality do I have to obey until I can pull the mask off and chop this guy's head off?
Yes.
But especially what Herethric was really concerned about is not drinking the drink.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? So those are the two. Basically, at what point can the axe come out, and how do I not drink the drink? So anything you can give me there.
So you've heard stories, and probably your Saxon upbringing and the Saxons passed tales around of true Thane and what's the servant to a Thane?
Thrall,
Thane Thrall relationship, and how
those are, I don't know.
Yeah, the British have this weird and twisted version of it where the Lord can basically extract anything that they want without question from those who serve them, and some lords make deals with demons or spirits of the world in order to enslave and entrap their servants under their care, and that oftentimes when a great warrior will go into one of these halls, the Lord will be very, very very hospitality giving and very generous and very kind, until there is some act of betrayal, primarily from the Lord on the part of his guest. So either the serving of some poisoned food or drink, or a signal to his mighty warriors to come out of hiding, or something like that. And at that point in your folklore history, at that point all bets are off, and it's time for the warrior to stand up and do the warrior thing.
So the enchanted cup, if that's, I'm gonna guess that's what it is, right? Since Nidian had it knocked out of his hand and that broke the enchantment, that is a breach of hospitality.
Yes.
Like, he's trying to turn me into a horsey is a breach of hospitality.
Yep.
Right?
That would be it.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah. I think I can run with that. So basically, though, I also want to have enough credibility here to not drink for Herethric. I don't want Herethric to be gullibly being but it's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you've clearly identified from what Nidian told you, and also from your knowledge of the tales of your people. You've identified the threat. It's from the drink. You're let's see. I don't even see you as being worldly or selfish or any of the other traits that would force you to partake, right? You're not even overly trusting, so I think you're free to guide your own actions here in the hall.
All right. All right. So then I that's right. I get up, wipe myself off and go answer the door for Nidian.
Yeah.
Invite him in.
Very cool. Yeah. So Nidian, you're there in the room with Herethric.
Hope I'm not disturbing you, Herethric.
I'm just toweling off.
Yeah.
Ooh, you look a fright. You okay, Nidian?
Yeah. No. I'm gonna be honest with you. No. I don't want to stay. I don't want to dilly at this place any longer than we have to.
Well, what would you have us do? This is your quest. Ivan and I. Perhaps we should summon Ivan.
Perhaps, but first I want to ask you for.
What can I do for you, Nidian?
Look, I've never. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna be honestly, I don't know, my. All right. I guess in my head, I'm thinking that my honor was like breached, but like you're the one who suggested that my honor was breached and I should be doing this, and like I don't even like perceive. I feel like I'm supposed to, like this is something that's supposed to happen. So I'm like looking at you, being like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, Didion. What is Didion's honor, by the way?
It's like, oh, it's real bad. My
What's your honor passion? It's on the front. It's on stats.
oh, it's stats. 15.
You're very honorable. You're more honorable than Rhetoric by a long shot.
Oh, so then what?
Well, so
Then,
okay.
then I would tell you. Then I'll tell you this. I'm like, in my heart is that I don't want to feast with this man. I want to call him out on what he has done.
You will. We will. I have been thinking.
I mean, I must take a bath in his
You.
wretched tub.
I do not know why you are so opposed to looking like your station. You wish to be a knight, you should behave like a knight. Regardless.
Last year,
Always, everywhere. Then when? If not under the leering gaze of a wicked sorcerer, then when will you be a knight, Midian?
Ooh, damn. Just to like refresh what honor means, honor includes your character's personal code of integrity, pride, and dignity, which is important enough to be backed up by force of arms. And I feel like being trapped and forcefully ensorcelled into the form of a horse is probably fairly undignifying.
yeah.
Yeah, I think this is perfect honor passion material. Anyway, Nidian, we must overthrow this sorcerer. Yes, for your honor, and for the honor of every other knight and lady that has been trapped by this sorcerer.
That's why we're here, and I want to do, in my heart of hearts, that's what I want more than anything, more than take a bath to look the part to do it. I just want to get to the action.
We must play the part. We must feast.
What's your hospitality passion, Nidian?
Patience grinds me. My hospitality passion is also 15.
You do sort of understand he's welcomed you into his home.
Yeah.
Like your honor is affronted, but also he's brought you in and he's feeding you and putting you up for the night. And
So I throw on my doublet and my breeches and I go knock on Ivan's door while Nidian is chewing on his lip.
Yeah.
Friend. Pathfinder. Hunter.
There we go. Hi. So Ivan is just like pacing the room, like so caught up in his own mind, trying to make it look like he's utilized the space. So he's like kind of rustling up the bed sheets, and he's like run some, like got his hands wet and run some water through his hair so it looks like he took a bath, and there's probably some like nice oils or fragrances or something that he's just like pouring on himself to make it look like he got into the tub, when really he was like super suspicious of like this beautiful steaming bath that is very suspect. So he's like all frazzled, but he finally comes to the door and he's like, yes, what? Oh, hello, yes.
It's not time for dinner yet. Nidian is here. Perhaps we should discuss our plight together.
Oh yes, come in. Do come in.
Very well. Nidian.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look kind of relieved to see that you've also are distressed over this.
All right. Rhetoric gets like Rhetoric is gonna finish braiding his hair, and as we talk, and start.
I see you grow impatient as well.
So, as I was saying to Nidian, we must feast with the lord of this castle, even if the lord of this castle is a wicked sorcerer.
Right. Well, it would certainly be rude of us to not accept, but I don't know about this feast. I don't know about partaking here.
My grandmother has always said to me, though, once They offer you the poison cup. They have very well offered you their heads. Yes?
I
Do you hear me, friends?
slowly shake my head.
We feed.
I have only. I will listen to you. Yeah, like I will listen to you only because you're my friend.
That is a good reason to listen to me. You said to me it was the cup that was knocked out of your hand, was it not? I thought deeply on this.
It was some sort of potion that, when drunk, when it was knocked out of my hand, it plumed to a puff of smoke. Great smoke.
That seems to be the magic then. So, once once the drink is offered, then we will reveal the ruse.
And what do we do?
On Nidian's honor, we will call out this foul sorcerer and demand he pay his account. Or Nidian will, at least.
Maybe. I mean, like
hardest...
I don't know. Nidian feels kind of very like uncertain about all of this. How are you feeling, Nidian?
Yeah,
like when it comes to that moment, are you going to call him out, or are you going to drink the potion? Like I'm not convinced.
I don't. Yeah, so that's what I'm afraid of, and I don't want to wait. That's why I just want to just do it now and get it over with, because I'm not sure if I can do it in that other moment.
You can go do it now if you want to, but that is a very reckless act, and it's also a direct violation of hospitality. So like you can do it if you are convinced that you're just gonna go murder this guy in his house. That's fine.
No, I can't violate hospitality. That's worse than anything. As someone who's a new knight, I would never violate. No, I can't. I have to.
Right.
We will.
Friends.
We will play our roles. We will do our dances. We will sing and eat. But when the time comes, we will be ready.
Yeah. Yes. Of course. Remember, delicacy of the situation. This is a very powerful man. He could do any number of things.
And my emotions are even more powerful. I don't.
As we have seen.
I want to see this man pay.
So I as well, but Ivan's afraid of magic. He's like, this guy could just like, turn us into anything he wants if we anger him, and I just want to make sure that we are subtle.
Yeah.
We will be subtle.
Ivan, mark down for me that you've earned a check to your prudent.
Okay.
And we'll remember that for when traits return to us in Roll20. So our character sheets don't have traits this week, but hopefully they'll get fixed up soon, and we'll have them in the near future. Okay, so yeah, like, are we gonna skip forwards to the evening meal? Have you all said your
I'm gonna
pieces?
also clean them up forcibly.
Yeah. You grab the rag and you wash the face, and
Yes.
maybe we get like that second montage of like Hrethric holding down Nidian and scrubbing him. Like, yeah.
We must be prudent, as Ivan said.
Very nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you head downstairs at sundown. And head into the main hall. And the Lord spreads wide his arms, and on his right sits 7 youths, and on his left sits 7 maids. And there's 3 extra seats seated near to him. There's 2 immediately on his right and 1 free on his left. And he gestures to the seat immediately on his right, and he says, "Nidian, lad, come, join me. Sit at my right hand for this our evening feast."
I want to deny him and request to sit with my friends and say,
I shove him over to the seat.
but I certainly. Oh my god.
Yeah. So there's 2 seats there. There's A seat for Nidian and a seat for, I assume, Hrethric, because he's literally forcing you down into the chair next to the Lord. And then across from you is an empty seat for Ivan.
And I scathingly say thank you.
Yeah. He smiles beguilingly and says, so glad to see that you've made use of my hospitality and my bath. Yeah.
Yes, it was most generous of
The
you
flashback to like
worthwhile accommodations.
the scrubbing. And he sniffs the air and he looks over at Ivan and says, and the scented oils, I see you have used quite a lot of them, and more than one. I approve of your choice of scent.
Oh, thank you, sir. It is very kind of you to provide us with all of these fine things, and to have us sit at the head of your table as well.
Well, such unique and guests from such a foreign land deserve to be feasted with all ritual and pomp and circumstance. And he claps his hands, and his seven youths and 7 maids all stand up, and they walk back into the kitchen, and then they all come out bearing different dishes. So there's suckling pig with lemon slices, a porcupine cooked with its skin crackling, quince pie, dates, braised leeks, steaming mashed potatoes, mugs of cold malt beer, and at the end of the evening there's a treacle pudding with clotted cream, paired with a rich wine.
Hungry.
Do you all partake? Nidian, are you reluctant?
I'm gonna eat.
Yeah. There's a great feast, and everybody tucks in. The sons and daughters. You get introduced to them. Their names are Adam, Jeffrey, Henry, John, Galen, Odo, and Sayer, and Agnes, Beatrice, Marjorie, Rohisia, Clarimund, Emmeline, and Yvonne.
Hey, am I on the ladies' side of the table or the boys' side of the table?
I think you're on the boys' side. The boys are sitting on the right. The ladies are sitting on the left. Over with Ivan. Ivan is on the left-hand side.
Then I'm going to do some cross-table flirting.
Okay. Well, you're sitting directly across from Yvonne, where Ivan is sitting next to her.
Ooh. Yeah. Shall we compete for her favor, Ivan?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to comment on how delicious the meal is while looking deeply into her eyes.
Right, yeah, okay. You're just like devouring this leg of pig or something like that.
Such succulent meat.
Yeah, exactly.
Fat in my beard.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Go ahead and roll a flirting check for me.
I don't get plus 20 for my role play. Yes!
Oh, check it out! That's a crit! Oh no!
Remember to check that too, Luke.
Yeah, check that box.
Oh, it's so necessary. I thank Yvonne for the future of Rethric's family, or maybe she will be part of it. But
yeah, exactly.
I see this very successful interaction, and
yes.
I just look at you like,
well played.
You just give him the nod. You don't even try to slide in. You're like,
you win, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow! All right. Thanks.
Oh, you still don't even try? Okay.
Yeah, I think she sees you.
See this going on, I'm like, all right.
She sees you devouring this leg of pig, and she picks up like the other leg and just starts devouring it. Also, just. Indeed, my father's hospitality is most generous.
I'm just like, okay, you guys can have each other.
So succulent.
Yeah, the Lord smiles smugly, and he claps Nidian on the shoulder, and he says, my lad, you have brought strong young men to me. I'm glad to welcome you all into my hall. Now, and he has these youths and maidens. He has them clear away the table, but first all of the food, and then they physically pick up the table and move it to the side. And he claps his hands, and he says, "Now, Let us dance and drink until the wee morning, and we may make merry and enjoy each other's company.
Hell yeah.
Come, Ivan is your name. Tell me tales of your land and where you are from. And from sort of nowhere, this piping, fluting music comes drifting through the hall, and the youths and ladies set up to dance. And of course, Hrethric, Yvonne comes straight over to you and offers you her hand for a dance.
Let's dance.
Nice.
Put on your red
Ivan, are you? What are you gonna tell this lord of your homelands?
Your mic's not working.
Who's Mike?
Sorry.
Ivan's.
For some reason,
Oh.
it's lagging. I break into a very theatrical, elaborate story of my grandmother because I think that I can appeal to this guy's interests
Yeah.
by talking about my weird pagan past.
Nice.
And like loudly, so anyone who is still at the table and wants to listen can listen. And I'm like using my hands in a very like bold gestures and like weaving this tale.
Yeah. Would you give me a orate roll?
Sure. Oh God, it's bad.
Oh, don't worry about it. You're fine.
Ooh, barely. Yeah, you know, he's sort of he's nodding along and listening. Yeah, your grandmother. Yes. Well, yeah, she sounds very important, but no, it's time to dance. And the older elderly woman comes out from the kitchen, and he takes her arm up, and they go dancing through the hall. Hrethric, let's see how well you acquit yourself in the eyes of Yvonne with your dancing capabilities.
Oh, you're a jerk.
You never know how the dice are gonna fall, man.
I just got a fucking crit goddamn flirting test. What do I got to do here? There's dance.
There's
right?
dancing. Dancing is a skill.
Oh,
What's it at? Probably about a 2?
2.
Yeah. Okay.
What do I got here? What do I got? Oh. All right, 1. Can I get the bonus for the flirting? Can I get a pass a little bit?
Yeah, I'll give you a +5 for flirting. She's predisposed to finding your dancing wonderful.
And is she like? Does she seem like she would make a good spouse for Hrethric?
So she's young. Probably it would take her another year or 2 to reach the age of majority. But she's very fair. She has long black hair. She has bright green eyes. You're noticing a family resemblance among all of the people here at this table. The 7 youths and 7 ladies all bear a passing resemblance to this lord. So it seems like she is the daughter of this lord. And she certainly is very courteous and very like she knows how to comport herself. And you look off to the side and you see this lord looking on admiringly as he nods.
Right. All right, team. Do I gamble on taking a weird sorcerer's daughter as a possible wife here? The whole mission at risk?
I mean, you're not like
You do.
you're not forced to marry this woman based on the outcome of this one roll.
No. But I could invoke my love of family for Hrethric, seeing this as the, as a defining moment in his life, and able to, like, if he really puts on the Ritz for this lady.
This is your moment. This is your moment.
Is this my moment, or is my moment going to be beheading that guy after you try to talk your way out of this?
I mean, keep your enemies closer, right?
All right.
Wouldn't it be really weird if you married her and you killed her dad?
Also, remember, like, this guy is.
Normal.
We remember from Nidian's story that he's also ensorceling all of his sons and daughters into horses every day as well.
I know. I'm thinking on that angle too, that I could be freeing her. Oh, but God, I just do not. I'm gonna roll a 20 on this passion test. All right, but right now my dance is 7.
Is there any way I can help him with this role?
You know what? No. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna wait for the love of family. I think I'm staking it all a little too early. But I think I need to kill her dad first, and then convince her.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna just go with dance +5. So,
ooh, very close. I think your dancing is just a little bit like foreign to these folk. Yeah, it's very, very white, if I had to describe it in one word. Yeah, but, you know, she sort of laughs along and then starts emulating your dance moves. And, you know, it doesn't kill the evening or anything like that, but it's obvious that you're dancing in a very different style than the rest of the folks in the hall. Yeah, then the night continues and you dance, feeling energized by the food and drink and conversation until early in the morning, when everybody starts showing signs of exhaustion, and the Lord brings out a tray of what I guess it's 17 crystal goblets on it, and each of which has maybe like one shot worth of green liquid in it. And all of the sons and daughters line up, and they all walk past him and take a goblet. And he gestures to the three of you and says, "Come, my friends, a sleeping draught to help you recover from our evening." And he looks at Nidian and he smiles in a very fatherly fashion.
Yeah. Boy, I guess this is my moment. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna orate. I'm gonna tell a story. I'm like, wait, before anyone drinks of that cup, I have a story to tell.
Yeah.
And while I'm like looking at the Lord, I want to tell a story about my dad.
Okay.
I want to tell a story about about a true hero, a true father.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the lessons he's imparted.
Yes.
And so I want to appeal to the idea of this guy's trying to like be my surrogate dad, and in a way, and I'm trying to craft this story in such a way that really highlights that my loyalty is to my dad, and like it's my father's name.
Now it feels a little bit like you're trying to like maybe summon up your own internal love of your family.
Yeah, because I want to, yeah, and I do. And my goal here, what I want to get out of this actually is, I want to like spin the story in such a way that we like, it's better. So what I really want, like the action that I want out of this is to everyone like have to like pour out their cups. I want them to do it in a way that's like, but we're pouring out for a reason. And I'm trying to figure out how to connect that and a story about my dad together. Does anyone have any ideas?
Well, like, if you're talking about how good of a son you are and how you're following directly in your father's footsteps, that angle isn't going to convince anybody to betray their dad. So this is more like needing to show how you are breaking with your father and are encouraging them to do the same.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's got to be other. So maybe it's not a loyalty of my family. That's the other love of my family. It's the other way around. Then it's to show that it's important for each person to learn their own and decide on their own.
Maybe it's honor, right? It's your own dignity and your own, life as a man.
I'm thinking of like in the military, the tradition where like if one of your comrades passes in battle, you like pour a shot.
Yeah, like pour it out for my homie. Yeah,
you just like leave the shot, no one drinks it. So maybe there's like something where it's like for respect of our fathers, let's.
You know what it is? No. I got it. I'm sorry to talk over you. I'm so sorry.
No.
I got it.
Go
I think
ahead.
I got it. Instead, I would say, no, we should keep going. Pour out that drink. Let the feast go till dawn.
Okay.
Like, no, like we're not. It's not time to go to bed yet. Put those cups away. We don't need them. Let's keep partying. Let's keep going.
Do you have a passion that you're trying to call on here for this? I don't think you have a passion for party.
I'm trying to call this guy's bluff of this spell, right? Of him wanting us to drink this. I'm gonna be like, no, let's not drink that. You know what? Let's not ready to retire. Let's revel till to the morning.
Yeah.
see the sunrise together.
Okay, give me an orate check.
Yeah. Boy, I'll give you an orate check. Let's do this. Okay.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
It's not the time for a rejuvenating tonic. It is still there's plenty of festivity left. Please
Yeah.
take it back. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
I just like jump up and start dancing again.
Yeah,
Also,
I think.
take up the
And then
dancing
I
ball.
try to do the clap thing and have a thing. Perhaps I even start a song.
Okay, all right, awesome. So yeah, go ahead and start a song. I think all of the sons and daughters are sort of taken aback at this, and some of them have it to their lips. I think Yvonne is like hanging on Hrethric's shoulder, and then like she has her hand on his hand with the cup in it, like, oh, let's drink this together, buddy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then they all sort of pause and they're like, oh wait, we could like keep going until dawn.
Yeah. Let's put away our drinks.
Yeah.
We'll have songs to sing.
Give me
Let's dance and sing to the wee hours of the morning. Something. I'm like, let's just keep going.
Yes, that was a good song. Give me a singing roll with a +5 for actually singing.
Yeah.
A song that rhymed. Oh damn! You critted. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I think like a music starts filling the hall, but it's not the music you heard before. This is like sort of like some like low droning, and then like drums, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, and so like you start singing, and this music starts flowing, and then there's a pounding at the door, boom, 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 boom. And the Lord sort of like smiles this like gritted teeth smile. Yes, let's drink until dawn. Okay. And then he passes around the silver platter and he collects all the goblets. And he takes he hands it back to the lady, and she puts it back in the kitchen while he goes and opens the door. And you all continue dancing, and Nidian is singing while this is going on. And you hear him say, yes, of course, please come in. Any guest is welcome on this night of merriment. And into the room stride two individuals. One, a tall, strong-looking woman in fine armor, engraved with flowers all over, and an old, bent, wizened man with long white hair and a long beard. They both stride into the hall, and you recognize these two individuals, Nidian, as the old man was the one who knocked the cup from your lips and saved you. And the old man is actually like drumming his stick on the ground, just keeping a time with the music. And you can tell that it's actually him who is somehow creating this music, supporting your efforts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so,
new faces.
yeah. The knight greets you gladly and warmly, and she says, Nidian, I see you have returned. I didn't expect to see you here again, good sir.
Oh. We are here on a matter of honor and duty. And I'm kind of drunk. I'm kind of drunk, so I guess I just kind of say that, but...
Yeah. She nods and she says, yes, duty. But duty to whom? To which lord?
Boy, would the correct answer be Uther? What, I would probably say you to Uther.
Yeah, that's probably to whom you owe the highest fealty, certainly.
To the one who holds the highest fealty, the one I hold the highest fealty to Uther.
Yeah, she frowns and she shakes her head and says, Uther, never will I bend a knee to that man. He is not worthy of the highest office of the land.
Ooh.
But come, let us dance and make merry until dawn, and then we shall see what the sunlight brings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to dance with the Knight of Flowers?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I would immediately, like, when she says that, I'd be like, it would be an honor if I would have the first dance with you.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, she reaches out and grabs your hand.
And I'd take your hand and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Give me a dancing check.
Yeah, I mean, I have a 2 in it. I can do it.
Yeah, okay, so both of you are kind of 2 left feet, and she's wearing armor, and it just doesn't go well. Ivan, I want to see what your dancing skill looks like in this particular situation. I feel like there's room here for someone to actually step up. Oh, God. None of you acquit yourselves well. And this strange old man is sort of like doing like a strange old man boogie, and the Lord is just standing there like sort of frostily glaring out across the room.
Oh God.
So finally, the sky starts growing light, and you can see through the windows high in this hall. And the Lord claps his hands, and the music stops, and he says, "Very well. We've had a long, active night with strange guests from all across the realms, but now it is time to go to bed. And to aid with that, I offer you this tonic." And he brings out the tray with 19 glasses on it now, and he passes it around. And all of the sons and daughters each take their glass, and of course the old man and the Knight of Flowers refuse. What do the 3 of you do?
I'm getting kind of mad at Nidian.
Yeah.
Like I went along with the second round of dancing, but I was kind of like glaring at Nidian the whole time. So, I'm kind of like white knuckling the crystal goblet, trying to keeping close to Yvonne, but I'm staring down Nidian.
Yeah.
Basically, Nidian's got a 3 count before Herethric goes off.
Yeah, no, I think I'm like renewed, like my courage is reinvigorated with the appearance of the Knight of Flowers, and I would say I will call out the Lord at this point and be like, you offer I say you offer a potion of spell of sorcery to your guests. Do you always offer a sorcery to your guests under hospitality?
He looks taken aback. He says, what? I'm sorry. A sorcery, yes, of course, because as my guest, I afford you all of the affordances that I give my own children. Why would I restrict this drink from you?
I take the drink and I pour it out.
Yeah,
Grab one off
it's like an acid, right? It starts eating into the stone of the floor, and there's a cloud of smoke that billows.
You have us drink this as
Yeah, Herethric then, as soon as Nidian does that, what is this poison? And he throws it down, and he advances on the Lord. How dare you breach the laws of hospitality?
Yeah, Yvonne puts a hand on your shoulder, Herethric, and she says, No, good sir, wait. And she takes the drink in her own hand, and she pours it down her throat.
Can I smash it out of her?
Yeah, totally. Give me a dexterity check.
Do it for love.
Not the greatest, most dexterous of knights. I'm gonna probably end up smashing you in the face.
All right. Well, it might still work.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you go to like knock it out of her hand, but she throws it back too quickly, and you end up knocking away this empty crystal goblet, which flies through the air. There's like a moment where everything is silent, and then it shatters on the ground. And the Lord looks at you and says, good sir from nearby lands, I see now that my daughter has taken a liking to you, but I'm not sure I like your reaction to my hospitality. As you can see, this drink does no harm. Indeed, he like stretches out his arms and he says, indeed, for those who have lived as long as we, the drink does such good things for us.
You seek to trap us here under a spell. I take another step toward him.
Yeah. I have partaken in such a drink, the drink that you have offered me, under false guises of hospitality. I know what it does. And it is a besmirchment of my honor, besmirchment of all of our honors as knights.
Yeah, He's just sort of backing up. He's like, besmirchment of honor? No, nay, this drink will keep you healthy and hale. You, Nidian, you know of its effects. Did you age a day during the time when you spent under my care, the 4 months you were here? No.
Does he have a drink?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm trying to think of the way of putting it, but I'm gonna say something very dramatic about, like, just because you take really good well of your prisoners does not mean this is not a prison.
Yeah, nice.
Of
Yeah.
your own.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Give me an orate check.
Yeah.
Because that's a very dramatic thing to say. I
Yeah.
want to see how well you deliver it in front of your guests.
Compassion for those under you does not make this not a prison.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. No, you say it. You sort of spit it out a little angrily. Like he's just looking a little bewildered. Are you gonna put action behind your words, Nidian?
No, I'm a baby.
Rhetoric.
I'm a coward.
Nidian is shouting, but
Coward. All I can do is words.
So while Nidian is shouting, I just want to take a quick glance. I want to glance to my right and see what Ivan is doing. I want to glance to my left and see what our two mysterious visitors are doing.
yeah.
I'm not using them to judge my actions. I just Rhetoric is really assessing the tactical situation before he murders this man with his bare hands.
Yeah, the Knight of Flowers is sitting there with her left hand on her sword, not to draw it, but just keeping it at her side and like she knows where it is. The old man is leaning on his staff and sort of shaking his head slowly.
At me or at
No, just in general, he's sort of surveying the hall and shaking his head. You were asking also about Ivan. Ivan, what are you doing?
Yeah, what's Ivan doing?
I'm trying to understand if these children are like genuinely okay with being horses all day long, or if they're like under this enchantment for like longer than they are actually horses, and they don't realize what's happening to them, because Nidian knew what was happening to him.
Yeah, but also Nidian remembers that when he was under this spell, he had no problem taking the drink and going back to being a horse in the day.
True.
Also, as someone who knows folklore, and fairy lore especially, you already know that it's common for like this sort of ensorcelment to not just be of the body, but also of the mind. And that these people probably don't even realize that they should be upset about turning into horses.
Okay.
All right. I advance, then I look at Ivan, as in like, let's go. And I step past Nidian 2 steps now toward the foul sorcerer and say, "What is your name?"
Yeah. And he sort of stammers and blubbers for a moment. My name is Sir Achard. What mean you by this?
You are a sorcerer, Sir Achard, if that is your real name.
I'm merely looking out for my family and my lands, keeping them safe in these dark times.
Whence comes this poison? I take another step on him.
It is an ancient family secret that's been passed down for generations. And then there's a pause, and a voice rings out from the back of the hall.
There we go.
And the old man speaks, and he says, "There is a great serpent in the basement of this castle." And the man's face turns white. And he says, "It drips a poison into a cask of wormwood."
Step into the light, old man.
Are you like asking him to come forward?
Yeah, I want to see who's speaking.
Yeah. He steps forwards and you see him. He's just like some old druid, basically.
Ooh, hi, druid. So I'm like eye to eye with our host.
Basilisk.
Am I getting the sense that they're under a curse?
Man. Give me a fairy lore.
Folklore check.
Yeah.
You want me to test fairy lore?
You did succeed earlier, right?
Yeah.
Man, like, it feels like this lord is under the, like, he is in charge of distributing and maintaining the curse. That's what it feels like. He's the one. He's got this drink that he's distributing every day.
Right. I got one more question for him. Then, as I kind of wrap my hand in his shirt, and what happens if your children don't drink?
He says, "No, please, please, will you take my children from me? They will."
What happens?
"They will die, fool. Not now, not tomorrow, but in 20 years, 40 years, they will age, they will grow old, and they will die. Now they are safe, they are here, they are with me. Our lands are protected by this spell. We are protected. We have no need for the conflicts of the petty kings of Britain."
You pay a steep price for this immortality. You have broken the laws of hospitality, and you have besmirched my friend's honor. You must pay.
"You call me out?"
You must pay. Weregeld.
I say that with you. Then
Ivan, then third time. Ready, all together. You must
Hey.
I think like the old druid in the back of the room sort of chuckles to himself. Yeah. He says, "Very well. When the sun shines and the tower's shadow drops over the wall of the castle, you and I will face one another in battle."
Oh, I pinch his scrawny little arms.
Yeah. He's sure.
All right. I have to admit, Rethric is very intrigued by the idea that there's a dragon in the basement.
Yeah, basically.
Really hoping that payment would be killing the dragon. But, Rethric laughs. He scoffs at the geezer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, time passes and you gird yourself for combat.
Oh my god.
Rethric is like does push-ups while like he's waiting for the guy to.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so you're all out in the courtyard, and it's probably like 8 a.m. or something like that, and the tower's shadow is just now starting to recede from the walls of the castle. And the old lord is there. He's probably 65 or something like that. He's not ancient, but he is quite aged. He's got a worn scabbard around his waist with a well-used sword at his side. His shield is polished, but very obviously knocked and then repaired a number of times. And he puts on a helm that is in the shape of a horse. Naturally.
Whoa.
oh
Yeah.
Is the Knight of Flowers here?
Oh yeah. The old man is here. The Knight of Flowers is here. The 7 sons and daughters are standing around in a circle around the edges of the courtyard as the two of you grab your weaponry.
All right. Two things need to happen here. Hold on.
Yep.
One, Rethric goes to Yvonne, takes his dirk and cuts off a lock of his hair
Yeah.
and hands
Nice.
it to her.
She grabs it in her hand and she looks at him in grave confusion, looks to her father, looks to Rethric, and then she throws her arms around your neck.
I embrace her momentarily and then step away. And then I turn to Nidian and I look him dead in the eyes and I say, "If I fall, swear to me on your honor that you will avenge me."
I swear. I immediately. I'm like, I swear.
Nice. All right. The old man, he stands across from you, and he gestures one arm out, and he says, "For 200 years has my family lived in this castle. For 200 years have the sorceries of our family and the great serpent in the basement of our castle kept us hale, hearty, and protected from outcomers like yourselves. It will be so for another 200 years. And you can see his eyes beginning to burn with fire, his love of his family.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
What do you say in response to this, Hrethric?
You have broken the ancient laws of hospitality, sorcerer.
Yeah, and you see like the fire in his eyes sort of fade for a moment, and then he looks like nothing more than a scared old man.
Oh,
he-
0 successes. Hello.
Exactly. He
Oh.
draws his sword and he holds up his shield, and you can see that his shield is shaking just a little bit as he faces you down. I think probably like he saw or he sees Yvonne come like running onto the field and throw her arms around you one last time, and that's what breaks his resolve and his love of his family. And he steps towards you ready to engage. So
damn.
let's do that opposed roll.
Yeah. Hrethric is shaking his head, man. Hrethric is thinking, one, sure, I'll fight you, but there's not really a lot of honor or glory in this. But there's so many other prices this dude could have paid aside from his worthless life.
I just wanted to call out real quick the parallelism from the start of the session with Hrethric helping me out with the sword fight.
Oh yeah.
This now.
Mm-hmm.
So just saying that's really cute.
Okay. This guy's standard sword and shield.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see.
This could go very badly. This could go very well. I have no idea what to expect. But he's melancholy now, right?
Yes, so he's got a -5 on everything.
Cool.
Whoops, that isn't even right. 1d20.
So, yep, skills.
Yeah,
All
good.
right. My first roll against 200 weapons. Here we go. Yes.
Nice. Yep. You
Nice.
hit. Roll your damage. There should just be a damage button on your character sheet, on the front page under stats.
Sorry. I'm a little rusty. Yeah. But I get my damage is 6, so I got to add another d6 to this.
Why is that? Oh, because
so
of
I get
your
plus 1d because of the two-handed weapon.
right. Yeah, of course. Okay.
So then I just roll. What is it? Roll.
Just
roll
/roll space 1d6.
/roll.
Oh, nice.
16
Yeah.
points of
Okay. So, yeah. So he's got to make a dexterity test to see if you knock him down. You didn't. His shield and armor soaked all of the damage, but
He has 16 points of armor.
well, it's armor 10 plus shield.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yep. But he does have to test his knockdown because he's not that big. So 1d20 less than, what is it? His dexterity is very low. Oh shit. So yeah, like you knock him back and he slides backwards on his feet, scuffing in the dirt of the courtyard, and then he comes back at you with another volley of his sword. Go ahead and roll your... Oh, success. You can probably beat that out. Oh, nice. Okay.
Just by one.
What's his damage? It's 4d6. Not great. 17.
Whoa.
Wow.
Jesus. Okay, that's 6 points of damage for me.
Okay, right. So I think
And
on
it's a knockdown test.
yes, on your character sheet, you should track that by adding points into these wounds categories here.
Oh.
So 6 points. That's still a minor wound, I think. So it's
Yep.
it's not major. It's not fatal.
So what if wounds? I just check off one of these things.
I don't think you do. I think that's a fatal checkbox, but I'm not actually entirely sure. Just put 6 in there, and it'll automatically adjust your current HP down.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna do this.
And I miss my get up chest or my dex chest.
Oh, your knockdown test. Wow. Okay. So. Yep. So.
Get ready for some vengeance.
It's all right. Hrethric has got a lot left in the tank.
Let's see. Where is my... Well, what was... Oh, I see. I thought I had some tokens, which I think are on the other page. What? Did I delete them? I think I did. Oh, well. Cat. Okay, cool. So you get knocked down onto your back. Let's see what that means exactly.
It's -5 to my next action.
Okay. So like you get up and then you take a -5. Is that the deal?
Maybe there's. I might have to spend my whole next attack getting up. Actually, I don't know.
Right.
Or it might just be -5. I know it's a significant disadvantage.
Let's see. I'm gonna just really quick look in the index, see if there's a knockdown entry. I'm gonna PQRSK. No, of course not. Good.
In combat. I'm sorry, I don't have my book next to me. Otherwise, I would look as well.
Let's see. Height advantage, evasion, ranged weapons, defense. Right. So let's just make it a reflexive +5 -5. So he'll get a +5 and you'll get a -5 on your next action.
Okay.
We'll do that for now, and then we'll look up what these rules mean for us in a little bit.
No problem. Okay. -5.
Okay, so let's.
Miss.
Yeah, right. So now he's got. What the?
What does that mean?
I don't even actually know. /roll 1d20 less than. Oh, it's the parentheses threw it off. Okay, right. There we go. Okay, so he succeeds.
Yep. What do you got for me?
Ooh. Wow.
All right.
That's another, 5 points of damage for you?
4.
4. Okay, cool. Harsh. So now you spring back to your feet and you're feeling ready to face the battle once again.
He's a coward for attacking me while I was down. But let's try one more time here. Get the better of him. 1. Yep.
Wait, what is going on? I'm going to just do this. This will be better. Ooh, he beats you. Let's see how his 46 stacks up. Damn, he's getting really good rolls against you. You're going to need to make another dexterity check. Take another 5 damage.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I think at this point, Herethric has had enough, and he will invoke his outrage over the laws of hospitality being broken.
Okay.
That is how I have framed this entire conflict, this old man. So,
yep, absolutely.
I would like to not fall down, so I'm going to try to test my hospitality passion. Let's see, maybe I have already been beaten. There we go. All right.
There you go. Succeed. So you're filled with the burning fires of hospitality.
Yeah. Well, let's see, right. He has broken the law, and therefore he must pay. So now it's a regular success is +5 to the rest of my rolls, right? And
is it not +10?
Is it +10 for that?
I think it might be. Let me double check. That one's easier to find.
I can't remember what the crit is versus the regular. It might be
inspired. Success is +10. Critical success is doubled or gains +20, whichever is higher.
Ooh.
So yeah, you're at +10.
All right. So.
Yep.
Good. I would have missed that roll otherwise.
Solid.
So,
solid.
Herethric is bloodied and battered and muddy, and he just smiles at the old man and thanks him for giving him a good fight.
Yeah. The old man shouts back. He says, "Get you gone from here and leave my lands in peace, my family in peace." And he swings back at you with his sword. Whew. Ooh.
He wins again?
Yeah. Damn.
No. Wait.
Yeah, so that would be, you would have scored a 9, technically.
Wait, why do I score a 9?
Because when your ability is higher than 20, you take the surplus above 20 and you add it to your dice roll. So you rolled a 4, which turns into a 9 because you get +5 for being above 20 with your two-handed weapons roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's still lower than his 13. So he only deals you 10 damage, which is not enough to right.
Or it's not enough to cause a knockdown either.
Right. All right. It's going tough for Herethric. But the old man slips up.
All right.
16 plus 5 is 20, which
21,
means
yeah.
you crit.
Crit. All right. So
30 damage.
and then but I also
There
get my bonus 2d6, right?
Yep. This is exactly how fights in Pendragon usually go. So
37, motherfucker.
let me tell you what happens to this poor old man who's
He just
just
takes a
trying to
major
protect
wound.
his family. How many hit points does he have? He has 22 hit points, so 37 minus 16 is 21. So you just, what does it look like when you dismember this old man?
I just honestly like most of the fight is like Herethric looks kind of clumsy, and he's kind of like poking with the axe, maybe not full swings, or really just feeling the guy out. And the man fights with a passion and a fury, and Herethric even maybe in the back of his mind gets a tiny little seed of doubt, but Herethric plants that doubt in the ground, pours his blood onto it, and up grows a mighty gnarled oak, which then Herethric uses to swat this man. Basically, he pokes Herethric one last time, and Herethric just grunts and just backhands him with the axe. Blunt trauma, to the face, shatters his jaw, sends him head over heels into the dirt, clattering like a horrible, like a wound where everyone goes like, oh!
Ah! There's like this spray of blood that arcs through the air and paints an arc on the ground. Yeah.
Right. It looks like Rethric's just doing another he's just kind of like, but yeah, he connects. Right, shatters half this guy's face, dislodges an eyeball. I mean, he's dead, right?
I think, let's see, major wound is 11, unconscious is at 5. So he's unconscious, he's taken a major wound.
He's lost all his hit points.
He's not going, he's lost all but 1 hit point. So it wasn't an immediately fatal blow, but he's gonna die.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Do you put him out of his misery though? You leave him there.
He's unconscious, he's bleeding on the ground.
Rethric's not a doctor, I don't know.
I'm not a doctor.
So yeah. And I turn to Nidian with a huge radiant smile on my face.
Yeah.
And I spit out a big gob of blood, and I come in for a big hug.
Yeah. Smear your own blood all over Nidian's chest.
Actually, I'm a little horrified.
Herethric has like psycho eyes at this point.
Yeah, like I know this needed to be done, but it's still not pretty. Like I don't think Nidian sees this as pretty like you do, Herethric. You know what I mean? Like this needed to be done. This had to be done, but I don't see this in I don't get joy from this.
Okay. So he gives you a big hug, and then he kind of pushes past you and goes to Yvonne and kneels at her feet.
Nice.
And kisses her hand.
Yeah, and
chastely.
You see all of you on the faces of these people, these children, these youths and maidens. You see that they're all sort of get fuzzy for a moment, and then they pass their hands over their eyes, and then when they awaken, they have a much greater clarity. And Yvonne looks at you in the eyes, and she says, "Good squire. Truly you have done a deed worthy of a knight this day, and you have saved us from the tyranny of our father, a domineering man who kept us ensorcelled for years. Thank you." And she leans down and she gives you a kiss on the forehead. Yeah.
Nice.
So
bloody lips.
Yeah. Herethric, you earn 100 glory for killing this notable knight.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nice.
What were you about to say, Ivan?
Oh, nothing. I'm just excited.
Yeah. So, I think probably the children all sort of pack up their belongings and they gather their mother and they assert, yes, we would like to come back with you and rejoin Britain and come under the fold of King Uther and take us to your lord. And
Who's
they
the
bring
mother?
What's that?
Who's the mother?
The old woman, the elderly aged woman who was like serving drinks and stuff like that. And they go into the stables and they bring out 2 horses. Okay. Actually, let's make it 3. They bring out 3 horses. So to Nidian, they offer a great piebald charger.
Nice.
And they say this charger will hold its course in battle, regardless of what is going on around you, regardless of how hot the fray may be. You will be able to keep your cool and remain a great warrior atop this horse. So this is a charger, Nidian, which gives a +5 to your battle skill while you ride it.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Wow.
To Hrethric, they bring a pure white stallion. What is it called?
A courser?
Yeah, a courser. That's what it is. Yes. But it's incredibly swift. They say this stallion will run faster than any other, and instead of a move of 9, it's a move of 12.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
That's going to be good for running away when I'm fucked in battle, I guess.
Yes, and to Ivan, they bring a Rouncy, which is like a standard riding horse. Mm-hmm. And they say this horse, it has an uncanny sense of the natural world. And when you are riding it, your hunting skill is boosted by +5.
Awesome.
Yes. All right. So you all make your way back to town and are greeted with great acclaim. And there is a great celebration. And Earl Roderick is over there in the corner nodding to himself as your fellow knights and squires celebrate your victorious return.
Yay.
So that's going to be it for the adventure of the Lord's Horses. Let's do some shout outs here at the end of our session. Eric, do you want to get started?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. I'm a part-time role-playing game streamer. If you want to, in a little bit, and in a couple hours from now, so around 2 o'clock Pacific time, I will be playing a game called Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands by D. Vincent Baker. So you can check that out because there's no Never Sunny today. So I'm doing that. And then if that's cool, and if you want to see some Burning Wheel, tomorrow I'm playing Burning Wheel at 11 p.m. Pacific. But go to my YouTube and catch up on all the things that I do. I have a lot of cool shows, I promise.
Very nice.
Nice.
Jess?
This is a great episode, Steven.
Yeah, you had fun with
awesome.
it?
This is awesome.
Good.
It was really good.
Good. Jess, why don't you give us some shout outs?
I'm Jess. I'm Syldenn on the internet. Follow me on Twitter. I make art and play games. And I am on a D&D show on the Misclicks Twitch channel on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern. And we recently started our kind of second arc. We finished up a big thing and are starting another big thing. So it's a good time to jump in. And all of those VODs are on the Misclicks YouTube as well.
Nice. And Luke.
Yeah, I'm Luke, and I don't do any other Twitch streams, so you can watch this one if you want to see Hrethrick's antics. But I make games, and you can find out about what games I'm making at burningwheel.com or maybe on burning_Luke at Twitter. So yeah, thanks for running, Steven.
Thank you guys for playing. I had a lot of fun. And if you guys enjoy seeing this, you should definitely follow me on Twitter when I give all of the updates necessary for when this show will be live. I think we've got it set up that we're going to play again next week with all 4 of our players and do the official year 485 stuff. So next session is going to be pretty cool from a game mechanic standpoint. We're going to get into some battles. We're going to knight our knights and earn each of them a manor, which they will be able to start running. As well as we'll do the winter stuff. So we're going to see if any of them end up marrying anybody, if they may have a child this winter. And then we're going to advance time to year 486. So definitely don't miss next week. That's going to do it. Thank you all for coming out and watching. And I'll get these VODs up on YouTube as quickly as I can. So I'll catch you all next time.
Sweet.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Guys.